Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at something pretty interesting. That's going to be Galarian Rapidash in the Ultra Premier League. So this is going to be XL, and it is not going to be ideal IVs. Technically, you're going to want lower IVs so you can, get as much as you possibly can and get it to as 50 as close as possible. This right here is a 100% IV. I did get it on the day the Galarian Ponyta was released through a raid via a friend, so appreciate that. And I decided to just go ahead and invest in this one. I mean, whatever. So it is going to be a bit of an XL Rapidash here. We're going to be going with Psycho Cut, Body Slam, and Psychic here. And we're going to be teaming it up with Swampert and Alolan Muk. So we kind of need to look out for steel types, right? So we have the Swampert to protect us. We do have Sludge Wave. I do end up changing it to Earthquake down the line in a little bit. And it does come in useful for me to take out something, but then I start needing the Sludge Wave again. As far as the Muk is concerned, it is there to protect us from against a potential Venusaur. The Galarian Rapidash could take out a Venusaur with Psychic, but we also have to look out for the flurry of Frenzy Plants, and it doesn't really even necessarily need to go for the Sludge Wave because Galarian Rapidash is just going to be pretty squishy as it is. So that's the team, and at the very end, we're going to be taking off the I think it's the Alolan Muk and putting in another Pokemon. I know what it is, but I'll have you wait and see what it is. And it worked out magnificent. And I am going to be testing this thing out some more. We did go 2 rounds going 4-1 with the Rapidash, with this team here. So let's get into the commentary. I absolutely loved it. Is it something that you want to invest in? If you like it. It's not like something horrible like, oh, I can't believe I invested in a Rapidash. It's gonna be pretty fun to use if you like that spice. So now let's go ahead and get into it. Psychic will have the potential to lower the defense. We did that and we were able to take out the Clefable. We're gonna be swapping into our Muk as the Kingdra does come into the battle here. All shields are down, so we're just gonna build up to a Gunk Shot, which we are rocking the hardest hitting poison type move in the game, and we're taking the win at the end with the trash can. Let's go. Good game. Moving it into the next battle, we're gonna be met with a Dragonite. This is Chef's Kiss again. So the reason why we have Swampert is, like I said, to protect us from the steel types. And also, if we have a dragon encounter at the beginning, well, the Galarian Rapidash is going to be able to resist those dragon moves. Swampert doesn't have the best time going up against dragons, right? If you do have Sludge Wave, I guess. Anyways, we're going to be able to resist all that. We did block the Hurricane correctly here. There's no way that they're going to be able to get to another one. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and farm down. Psycho Cut doesn't do the most damage, but boy, oh boy, it charges energy like crazy. And with the charge moves that it does have, you could potentially go with Mega Horn, or I do believe Play Rough is what else it does have, the Galarian Rapidash. But I decided to go with Psychic because I want to get stabbed from the Psychic, and I want to potentially take out a Venusaur if I had to go up against it. And it's just a nice move, defense drop. So we're going to be going down here and bringing in the Muk. Going to go ahead and let this go through. They're going for that Weather Ball. That's exactly what you want to go for. They're going to be swapping into Machamp, and we're going to go ahead and go into our Swampert, receiving some lag here. And they're going for their first charge move. It is going to be a cross chop every time because Rock Slide is not very effective. Machamp is just digging in with that counter. Such a reliable and awesome Pokemon, the Machamp is. So what is the play here? What are we going to shield this up? We're going to let it go through. We're actually able to get to another Hydro Cannon. So that's pretty awesome. But that Machamp is holding its ground here. No more shields, and down it goes. In comes the Abomasnow. We're looking fantastic. I mean, we have a Muk here. The Weather Balls are going to start accumulating, but we have that shield left, so no problem. And we don't need to build up to a Gunk Shot, over farming for whatever reasons. And now going for the Dark Pulse and taking the win with the Muk at the end. So as you can see, this thing is absolutely fun to use. I've had a blast, okay? Team comp, sure, it could be a little bit different, obviously. You can use all kinds of different things, but I did enjoy this, and I do feel like the last team that I did use is going to be a little bit better than we currently do have. But anyways, going up against the Charizard here, this is actually going to be a losing matchup, but they let that Psychic go through, so this is beautiful. But we shielded up a Dragon Claw, which we do resist because we are going to be Fairy and Psychic. So the typing of the Galarian Rapidash is going to be just like Gardevoir. So we're going to go ahead and swap here. Just a kind of impulsive swap. They're going into a Sirfetch'd. This isn't good because Leaf Blade's going to absolutely wreck us. They're letting that go through, knowing that they can take that hit, and they'll be able to dish it right back and take us out. We're going to be letting that go through, unfortunately. Swampert, sorry buddy. And we're going to go back in here with Rapidash, seeing that we're going to be resisting the counters and doing super effective with the Psycho Cut. Not that it really matters, but getting to that Body Slam and take them out. They're going back in here with the Charizard, and we're going to absolutely let this go through. Watch it be a Dragon Claw here. Resisted, surviving, farming down, and able to get to Psychic. We're going to fire that Psychic immediately. They do have a Swampert back there. Please, let's get the defense drop. And no defense drop. They block it, and we're going to be swapping into our Muk instantly here. So we do have to worry about Earthquake. If they don't have it, then I guess not really going to have to worry about it. But what we're going to do is simply shield up what they throw at us first, because we're going to be able to get to another Dark Pulse before they're able to get to an Earthquake here. And beautiful. If they had the Earthquake, maybe they had Sludge Wave and Hydro Cannon was what they had to go with. We're taking the win with the Muk. Looking fantastic here, folks. If you do enjoy these spicy picks, please give the video a thumbs up. It really does help me out here. Met with a Dragonite, or sorry, a Kingdra. Dragon Breath is going to be resisted, and so is Outrage. They can go for Octazooka, which is going to do neutral damage, and like we said, Galarian Rapidash is not the tankiest thing around. I think this opponent actually goes for Outrage here. I don't know if they 100% know what the typing was on this. It's right up at the top of the corner, though, and they go for Outrage. I'm going to tell you right now, and it's all good. Everybody's learning all the time. But definitely want to go for the Octazooka. It probably would have done about that much damage, and you probably wouldn't have been able to get two of them off. Nonetheless, they're going back in here with the Surf Fetch. We're going to go straight for the Psychic here, and we're getting a shield out of them. Fantastic. I think we're going to be able to make it to another Body Slam. Could have maybe even made it to another Psychic, since we do have that massive resistance. But since we are so squishy, it is slightly digging in. Swapping into the Muk here, and they're going to be going into their Empoleon. So we want to almost build up to 2 Dark Pulses at this point. And we should be able to take the win here. So what we're going to have to do is swap into our Swampert here. And we don't need to go for Earthquake. As you can see, we do have Earthquake now instead of the Sludge Wave. They're going for that Hydro Cannon. We're getting 2 Rs. And this is going to be resisted. But all we need to do is chip away. We want that thing to be pretty low. And we want to farm it a little bit so we can go in with our Muk, farm down, and then throw a Gunk Shot at the Surf Fetched. Otherwise, the Surf Fetch could be a problem. But it doesn't, I mean, at this point, all they have to do is counter down. They have no more shields. All right, they're going for that Leaf Blade. Honestly, they probably, I don't know, maybe they have Brave Bird, so they couldn't go for the Night Slash to potentially boost themselves. So good game, going for the Gunk Shot and taking the win here. Into the next battle, we're going to be met with a Lapras. And this is very interesting here. Let's see actually what does happen. As we do know, Lapras is a pretty tanky Pokemon, pretty bulky as well. And it does hit hard. It's all around good Pokemon. So I was like, how is this going to play out? Psychic is getting through and doing a decent amount of damage. So now in their head, they're thinking, okay, well, Psychic does a lot. I don't think I really want to take another one of those. So let's see if they want to throw up the shield now, or if they're brave enough, they're going to let it go through, and we go for a Body Slam. So good call there. Going to go for another Body Slam at this point because we kind of stuck ourselves in this rut that we need to keep going for the Body Slams instead of that Psychic. They're going to be swapping into Typhlosion, getting off an Incinerate, so they're starting to charge that Blast Burn. We're going to swap into Swampert instantly here. We're not going to give them any leeway. Going for the Hydro Cannon. If they shield this, they're absolutely going to try to go for Solar Beam. All right, so they're going to try to go for Solar Beam. And since we've used Typhlosion so much, there's no possible way. We know that they can't go for another Solar Beam back to back here. So we're going to build up a little bit of extra energy. Maybe should have built up a little bit more. Taking out the Typhlosion, shieldless opponent, and they're going in with Muk. So we got to be careful that they don't catch here. I was a little nervous that that may happen. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. They're going for a Dark Pulse, and they're swapping into Lapras, and we're swapping right into our Muk instantly here to make sure we absorb this while holding on to that energy with the Swampert so we can take out that Muk later. All right, so what are they going to hit us? More than likely another Surf. They're just going to keep spamming that. Very good. And another one. Man, that Lapras had a ton of energy that it did store up from the beginning here. Not quite able to take us out. We're going to go ahead and throw this here. And I kind of wanted to almost let them take us out, but I didn't really want to farm down with the Swampert's quick move on that thing. So what we're going to do is go in here with the Swampert and go straight for the Earthquake. Take the win on the Alolan Muk here. One-shotting it, and we're looking great. Let's keep it moving here and see how the next battle does play out. Love this Rapidash. And we're going to be met with a Charizard again. So we've seen this before. Of course, I don't run into any Charizards that have Dragon Breath. All right, usually I typically do. But they all have Fire Spin, so neutral damage. But let's go ahead and go for Psychic. They are going to be shielding that Charizard up. So at this point, I'm thinking, it's probably a bait, but let's not play around. Let's go ahead and shield it. It is a Blast Burn, so good thing we called that. Going for another Psychic. If they double shield this Charizard, we're going to be looking fantastic. All right, beautiful. So they're double shielding that up. We're going to be getting to a Body Slam here. And since we're so low, I don't think they're going to go for a Blast Burn. They're going to probably go for a Dragon Claw, in which we will survive. So we're going to obviously let this go through, and maybe we can get to another Body Slam. Can we? Can we? Oh, that would have been so awesome. Now, we're in a kind of a weird situation because Swampert really can't farm this thing so well. So they're going to be actually swapping instantly when we do bring in our Swampert into a Venusaur. And we're going to go ahead and go right into our Muk, and we're already looking pretty good. Really depends on what they do have in the back. We don't know what it is going to be, so we'll have to see. Going to be going and throwing that Gunk Shot. And at this point, I think I do kind of want to farm down. But the thing about Venusaur's Frenzy Plant, it is resisted on the Muk, the Alolan Muk here. But man, it's starting to add up. So we couldn't take any more risks because it was about to get off another Frenzy Plant. So we're just going to go ahead and throw this here and call it good. In comes a Glade, and I'm thinking, crap, I need to get this Swampert out here ASAP and start charging. Because if that thing builds up to 2 Leaf Blades, it's GG. 1 Leaf Blade, GG. So we're getting that through, fantastic. They're getting to their first one, probably almost to 2. I wasn't counting there, but we're already locked in for our Hydro, so we're already going to probably be able to win this here. Going for that Hydro Cannon, taking them out. In comes the Charizard, and I'm thinking a Blast Burn is going to be very close. We're going to survive with a couple of HP. Come on, get to it. Oh, we survive with 1 HP. We're able to hit that Hydro Cannon. Let's go. Swampert at the end, pulling the clutch win for us. Let's go. Fantastic, folks. Into the next one. This Pokemon's so fun to use. All right, so we have another good lead. I don't know what was going on with the leads today, but I feel like the algorithm was like, whoa, 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 whoa. This guy's using a Galarian Rapidash. Give it to him. Give him some good leads. We've never seen that running around here. So here we go. Have a good lead. We're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam here. Let's see if they want to call the bluff. They're actually going to be shielding it up. And now we're going to go ahead and go for Psychic. This is just a Body Slam, you know. This will one-shot it, though. Beautiful. They let it go through. We got a shield, and we are still holding on to 2. We're in a very good position here, even if they come in with a counter. But they're going in with a Swampert, which is actually pretty good for us. So we're just going to go ahead and start hitting these Body Slam spams as much as possible here. Looks like they really want to farm up a little bit of extra energy for whatever we do bring in next. Going for another Body Slam, and we're getting another shield out of them. So they are shieldless, and we're holding on to 2. This is absolutely amazing. We're going to easily go in here with our own Swampert, obviously not the Muk, and we're going to let this go through. Still holding on to 2 shields. Now, something is going to occur here. I accidentally tapped my recording button at the top of the screen. You're going to see a slight different transition here. There you go. It is the same battle, and there is nothing shifty going on here. Anyways, going for the Gunk Shot on the Venusaur. And I think we're gonna let this go through. Yeah, definitely. And if you must know, the reason why I tapped that stop recording is because Athena jumped on me because I was like, let's go, let's go. And whenever I get excited when I'm battling, she feels the energy. You know, if you have a dog, you know exactly what I mean. So that's why I accidentally tapped that, because she jumped on me. Anyways, going for the Dark Pulse, taking out the Swampert and holding on to 2 shields. I mean, that was not an intentional 2 shield flex. Like I said, I don't do that unless it's somebody that I don't even try to like do it against a specific person. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Exeggutor. So this is pretty interesting. We're going to be resisting the confusion, and so are they with our Psycho Cut, but our Body Slam's neutral. They are definitely building up extra energy for more than just 1 Seed Bomb. We're going to let that first one go through here. They're going to be swapping into Typhlosion, and we had to make that swap very quick into our own Pokemon, which is going to be Swampert here. This is not a Solar Beam, so we're absolutely letting it go through, no problem at all. And we're just going to hit it here, and I just realized, oh crap, they're going to come in and counter us. Why did I do that? I should have built up a little bit more extra energy here. And here comes the Exeggutor, but we're able to get to the Hydro Cannon. I think they thought that they would be able to survive this, but they don't. Beautiful. In comes a Poliwrath, and I was like, oh shoot, that's a Shadow. Yeah, no, we're good. I think we got this here. So what we're going to do is shield that up, build up to a Earthquake. This is a little obvious here, so we're more than likely going to get a shield. Yep, there it goes. And we're going to swap into our Muk. Now, I think our Rapidash may have enough health. I don't think so. I think the Poliwrath can farm down with the quick move before we can get to a Psychic, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be building up to a Gunk Shot here and shielding this up, absolutely. And taking out, well, it's going to bring it down to like 3 HP, and then a couple more quick moves. We're going to be able to take the win on that Poliwrath. Beautiful. Let's move it on to the last battle. Maximus Force. Let's go. And this is where I swapped out the Muk for, let's go ahead and see it, Escavalier. So this team was actually very nice. Let's see what we have going on here. Now, this is a very interesting matchup, and I know a lot of people would like to see this worked out here. We're letting that first Leaf Blade go through, hitting them with a Body Slam. Since we can spam so hard, they got snuck in a confusion there. Very nice. Well, they didn't sneak it. We got a quick move ourselves. and got a shield making it to another body slam here. They're building up extra energy because they're getting ready to back over here. And they want to farm us down. We're not able to get to another body slam, but they got 2 shields. We got 2 shields out of them. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and take a very big risk and call that they're going to go for a Leaf Blade first. And we called it correctly. And after this, obviously, this is not going to be a bait. Close combat does hurt us, so we are going to be shielding this up. They're going to be retreating or continuing on. Okay, that sounds good. I would have retreated personally, but they're going into an Empoleon here. And this is just... couldn't get any better. I mean, it could, but that's fantastic. They're swapping into a Blaziken, and I just had an even bigger smile on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out, and there we go. Galarian Rapidash, guys. What an awesome video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all on the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care.